Hi everyone, welcome to Nick 8 Academy. In our today's session, we will learn how to read the data from Excel file to table in IICS. So in real-time project, mostly we will get the data from CSV file or TXT file, JSON file, XML file, other different file format. But very rare scenario, we may get the data from Excel file. So in that situation, how can I read the data from Excel file? You'll see now. In order to read the data from Excel file, in IICS, first of all, we have to create intelligent structure model. So two things we have to do. The one is intelligent structure model. So first we have to define the Excel sheet structure model. Then to read the data from this Excel file, then we need to have a structure parser. So these two components we need to have mandatory. So that's what we will do. So first we will create ISM. So this is the Excel file. You can find the Excel file here. So I kept the file here, C, SRC files. Just so I'll open the file. You can see here, I have in single Excel workbook, I have two files. One file contains employees details. The other sheet contains transaction details. So here I have transaction date, transaction ID, account number, name, credit or debit, amount, and balance amount. These columns I have. So I have to read the data from this Excel file and I'm going to write the data to Oracle table. So in single Excel workbook, I have two Excel sheet. Through IICS, I'm going to read it and here I'm going to write it. So we instead of Oracle table, you can go and write in any cloud system as well. So here we are going to write it in Oracle table. So for this, first I will create a intelligent structure model. So first of all, I will go to explore. So make sure that the environment, runtime environment in our system, both the environments are up and running. Then go to explore. We have created one project called NICIT Academy. So in this project, I'm going to create a mapping. So go to new. So very first, we have to create a structure model, components, and we can go to the intelligent structure model. It is nothing but the structure parser. Okay, it will read the data from an Excel file. So just to click on this, click on create. It will ask name of this ISM. So you can provide ISM underscore EMP underscore TXN. Okay, this is the one we can create, and location. So where I can keep in this project folder, I can keep, and based on file sampling or entire file. So you can provide file sampling. So it will take the sample data and then it will create a model. Otherwise, we can go for entire file. Just we can provide file sampling here. You can choose the file. So this is the file. We can choose it. It has two different sheet, right? So display as employee. You can see all the employees data and you can see the TXN data, transactional data. So if this data is coming, yes, it's correct. Then you can click on discover structure. It will discover the structure. You can find here one pencil mark, right? So if the column name, the header is not correct, we can change it whatever the way you want. If underscore or space is there, if any space is there or any special character, it will not read correctly, then we can define correctly. Click on edit and then you can do. So as of now, it looks good. And then we can go a little bit down. You can see here, it will show you the Excel and then element. It has two Excel sheet. One is EMP, another one is TXN. In the EMP, you can see the element. If it is having all this plus symbol and element, that means it is reading the file from the Excel sheet correctly. So you can find it has employee ID, all the columns it is listing down, right? And click on the transaction also, it will display the transaction detail also here. So you can find here, so all this TXN element, everything showing correctly. Okay, we have done the ISM correctly. Click on save, it will be saved. It has been saved correctly. So first thing we have done with the intelligent structure model. Now we will create a mapping to read the data from the Excel sheet. So go to new, click on mapping, new mapping. So just create a mapping M underscore EMP underscore TXN underscore Excel source, Excel underscore source. Then location, we can choose the folder, we can choose the project, click on OK. Then description, if I want to give description, yes, you can give the description. So read the data from Excel sheet. So just I'm giving the description here. So it's not mandatory one. If you want, you can give. Okay, source. So we have to create one config file for this. So wherever you are keeping the source file, so just to create one config file in this way. So file underscore path, then you can define the path of the file, source file. Just we have to provide in this format. Where is the file we have kept it, the source file. Just you create one config file in this way. The extension is very, very important. We have to provide the extension correctly. Okay. So this path. So first of all, we can go to the source. So we can define the source path. So we have already created the connection for this particular path. You can create the connection here. So if you want, you can create a new connection also. So while creating the connection, you can see here, while creating the connection, we have to make sure that the date and time format, okay, date format, it's very, very important. So in the Excel file, if you open the Excel file, you can find the date and time format. The date format, date of birth, we have dd-mm-yyi format in EMP as well as TXT. Same format here we have. So that's why here I have given dd-mm-yyi format. So this format we should make sure very correctly we have to provide, and directory is C drive SRC files. This path I have given. These two are very, very important. Just you can test it. IICS is just pinging the path and then it is finding, okay, it is correct only. So now you click on close, select, just we can select the input, this file path. So this one, the file is opened. That's why we are getting this second one. So you can close it. Then you can select this path, this file. Then it will not have any field. Simply it will have only one file path. That's all. Then now you can go to the structure parser. This transformation we have to use. So you can choose a structure parser. Just to click on, initially it will not have any connections. See here, it will initially it will not have any connection. Just to click on the structure parser one time and maximize it. And you can go to the structure parser here. You can choose the ISM which we have created already. You can go to the project. You can choose this ISM and then you can see the incoming field. So there is no incoming field as of now. You can see this is the file path and then it will show you the data. So how many characters are there? It will read it. Then you can go to this connection. You can connect it now. So from here to here, from here to here. So from source to structure parser, you can connect. Then go to structure parser. So now you have the file path, right? The field mapping, now you have the file path. Just you have to map it. Just you have to map it. This file path to this file path, you'll be having the mapped field here. So mapped field, you should have the file path. So output field, yes, you can see here, you'll have element 1, that is sheet number 1. Element 2, it's nothing but sheet number 2. You can choose all this element, all the field from element 1, element 2 also. Yeah, so this is the way you can choose it. Just you can choose it. Just you can see all the field and data type also. So if everything is correct, yes, it will read correctly. So you can see here it is showing like a string only, but it will take the next time it will take correctly. Then here, since structure parser it contains the date and time format, you cannot load directly. So we will do it expression transformation. So we will convert the date and time format, then we will load it. So first of all, we'll go to, it may fail. That's why we will take expression transformation 1. Then this is target 1. So we have 2 targets, right? I have created 2 targets, T underscore EMP, the same structure I have created. So you can find, and one more table, T underscore TXN, I have created one more table to load the data into the target table. So if you look at the structure of this table, so you can see this is a structure: employee ID number, employee name, date of birth, salary, and skill set, all this. The same way you can see the structure of this particular table, you can also create this table to load the data, or you can load it into a flat file. That's also fine. Just you can take, so I am loading into a table, right? So in order to read the data from here, so how to read the date and time, that's what. So I can take from here. So element 1, since it has 2 Excel file, you can take the element 1 now. So you can click on OK. Then you can take the target 1. So you can open this expression. So you can expression, you can go to incoming field. So you can find all the incoming field from here, right? So employee ID, employee name, date of birth, all this you are seeing, right? So here, if I want to see the date of birth in any other format, okay, instead of string, if I want to read the data from different format in the structure parser, we have to read it. So we have already read the data. So you can, in the expression, go to expression here. So since the date of birth format is different, in order to load the data into table, we have to convert the transaction date as well as date of birth column. So in this column, so I'll go here, I will use O underscore date of birth for EMP, and then this should be a date and time format, date and time, then description. Yeah. So here I have to click on config. So go to configuration. Here I have to, so you have to use to underscore date of the format. So which column it is? Date of birth. So what is the format we are seeing? The file, it's a dd/mm/yy. So that's a format we have seen, right? You can validate it. So you have to convert this one. You may ask question, so where did you see this format, right? So you can go to the source. You can go to the source here, the structure parser. So you can go to the structure parser here. So you can find, so here. So if you look at this one, the transaction date, the format, right? MMDDYY format. Same way in EMP also, it's reading the same format. MMDDYY format. So you can go to mapping now. We can define it. So we can go to expression, MMDD, right? So I can change it. The format is MMDDYY format. So copy this and click on OK. Then go to one more expression for next file. So you can take this one and take element 2. The same way you can go for target here. So take the target and drag and drop, and expression 1. You can click, go to expression. You can create a new field O underscore TX and date. It's a date and time. Click on OK. Then go to config. In the config, you can provide the same way. So what is the format? So transaction date, MMDDYY format. If the format is not correct, it will fail. So we can see the log and then we can change it. What is the format? Okay. Validate it. The expression should be valid. So click on OK now. Click on OK. Then go to target. The target, we have to do the field mapping, right? So we can do the, go to targets. So first target, I will go to here. First target, you can go to target. You can find, I have already created a target connection for Oracle. You can choose the target. So T underscore EMP is the first table. So the table is T underscore EMP is the first table. I can choose a table here. Click on OK. And if you want, you can truncate the target table and load it. So through IICS, it is trying to connect the local database in my system, and then it is creating the establishing the connection. So if you are enabling the truncate target table, before loading the data into target table, it will truncate the entire data and then it will load. So you can go to the target field. You can find this is the field from the table. You can go to the field mapping. You can do all the field mapping. So you can do smart mapping here. And instead of data birth, you can remove this and you can take this data birth, this column. Okay, instead of this one, whatever we have created in expression, that we have created here. Same way, you can go to the second one, go to target here, go to click on Oracle underscore TGT, select the object. It's a T underscore TXN table. Click on OK. If you want, you can truncate the target table. So this will also create a connection. Go to target field. You can see all the field here. Field mapping. Same way you can do this smart map, and we can remove this transaction date column and take O underscore transaction date column. And then save this. The mapping should be valid now. Mapping is valid. If you want, you can create a mapping task. So this is the mapping that we have created. Then I will go to the new mapping task. So just a mapping task. Mapping task is nothing but session in our Informatica PowerCenter. Just to create empty underscore Excel emp underscore txn underscore source underscore Excel source. Just I have created one mapping task. So runtime environment I have chosen, and then go to mapping. So select the mapping which we have created already. This is the mapping. Go to next. Do I need to run the task on schedule? No. Then no. Email notification? No. And all the details. If you have any details, we have to provide. Otherwise, we can click on finish. Then it will be created. The mapping task has been created. Mapping is available. ISM is available. Just I'm going to run the mapping task now. Click on run. Go to my jobs. You can see this job is starting. You can refresh this page. So it will be executed. So it's running. You can find if the status is changing, you can find here update is available. So then you can refresh it. So you can find the job has completed, right? You can find the job has completed. It's a success. So now we will go and check whether the data has been loaded or not. It has loaded the data. So you can see here all the data has been loaded now, right? From the Excel file to the previously the table was empty. Now it has loaded. So this is the way we can read the data from Excel sheet to a table. So this one, why I have created expression, right? So to load the data from the, since it has Excel file has date column, since I have the date and time column here in target table, I have used expression transformation to convert it. So if I want to load the data to a flat file, no need to have this expression transformation. Just you can create a target, you can load it. So this is the way you have to do it. So practice this session, then you'll get clear idea. So if you haven't subscribed the channel, please subscribe the channel. I will post more videos on IICS. Keep watching my channel. Thank you.